It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, sitting on the porch here on a pleasant day here at Milberger's. A little hazy.
No, we got all the flaps open.
Yeah.
We got the fan going behind us. We're good.
Yeah,
We're
it's
good.
nice. We
look at those blooms on those lantanas.
Yeah, and
The daylilies, too.
And the daylilies right in front of us are outstanding.
oh, those are pretty. And if you like Esperanza, you think those are Gold Star? Are those Gold Star out there?
Well, I think, yeah.
In the pots?
The low-growing ones are.
Yes,
for sure.
those are Gold Star. And remember, folks, if you want flowers right now on your Esperanza, get the Texas Gold Star. Otherwise, you'll be waiting till late August, September for your flowers.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's the. What does that one have a name?
Esperanza.
Just straight Esperanza,
Yeah.
not Gold
no.
Star. Not.
Tacoma stands, Yellow Bells. It's the very names, but the one that's a selection. That's a trademark selection. Texas Gold Star.
Well,
Okay.
the indication is if they're a small plant and they're blooming, then they're usually a gold star.
Yeah.
And these are
Yeah,
two,
those.
2 feet tall and they're full
Yeah,
of blooms.
and he's got the number one. Oh no, that's the Thrialis, and then on this side of the.
Yeah.
And those are pretty too. That's a good choice, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're
And
starting
we like
to
it
bloom.
because it's deer resistant.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a little less cold sensitive than the Esperanza.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the Pride of Barbados have started to bloom in the landscapes too.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Once it hits 100, look out. Your Pride of Barbados.
And
Generally, it's not until June, but here we are in May.
Yeah. So what's the temperature going to be today? Should we talk about it
just
even?
1,000.
90 something.
About 1,000
People
degrees.
will be blowing up from the heat. I don't think Mark's right. It's not going to get to 1,000 today, is it?
No, not quite.
I may be a digit or two off.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I think the real feel yesterday was like 104, 102 or something. But yeah,
as the week went along, the humidity rose as well, and so it was getting very nasty out.
yeah. I'm waiting for Trace to come by because Trace was talking about this the sale items that he has, and there was one that was unbelievable. I think I know what it is, but I want to make sure. So I'll wait until he comes up and he can talk about it. But yes, you mentioned the roses are 25% off. Vincas are on sale, 6 for $10. Pentas.
And we have a load of pentas here.
I tell you, I am loving those pentas every day. One in the bed that gets most kind of half sun, half shade, they're doing great. In the bed that got all sun that I moved, they were puny and just crinkled up and looked horrible. And like 3 days later, they look great.
Yeah. Isn't it
It's
funny,
wonderful.
funny how that combination of the shade and the sun is the magic?
Yeah, just the right.
Yeah. Whereas if you got too much shade even, that's just as bad as too much sun. On
Ooh, I have a question. Sorry. Yeah, it is. It's at too much sun, they were not happy. Okay, so I found some 1959, but I was trying to think if I could put it in. I know I can't put it's by itself in a pot, but could I water it down and then put it in the pot?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Because it's,
Still-
there's a combination there that you get away with, but it's the whole idea. You got that fast release, 50% fast release.
Yeah.
nitrogen.
I would just put less. Just use less.
What you mean?
So if you said you're going to put some, and the label says, half a cup.
Okay.
Put in a quarter of a cup.
In a container?
No, I wouldn't use it in a container.
No. It's just that I miss.
Yeah, I was going to try to water it down.
No. It's still
Quarter.
reduce the amount.
Okay.
But that's still going to get you a high amount of nitrogen.
It still is?
Yeah.
And that's that bad?
No, it's just 19.
Right.
Time of half and half.
This is the cheap person talking now. I want to.
Yeah. Well, you will notice the problem if you try, even if when you try to. Well, like when I just did my zinnia transplants, and I fertilized with 1959 after I planted them, and tried to be 6 inches away and everything, but I can still see a little impact.
Oh.
Of course, it doesn't help. 100-degree heat does not help either. That makes that nitrogen burn even more potent.
Oh, okay.
It's the amount that's coming into the plant and it's disrupting all the cellular processes.
Is it the fast release that's an issue, or is it the 19% that's an issue?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. But the fast release is the biggest factor.
Is the biggest factor? Okay. I'm just curious. When we've had that question before where a listener called and said, I think, too, that they diluted it in water and that they just used it from the watering can. And I think, actually, they may have fought us on that one and refused to believe that it caused any problem. But so Osmocote's my best choice.
It's been great for me. Yeah. It is expensive, though, but it really works well. And you can't hardly burn it with Osmocote. And despite the fact it doesn't make claims, I mean, even Trace is conservative on its potency right when you put it on the plant. But I always, maybe it's my imagination, but I think I get a quick response from Osmocote. I think there is a bit of a release, but it does not do any burning, and it's just not a problem.
Al is telling us there's a 20% chance of thunderstorms tonight.
Yes.
20%.
I read it in the newspaper today, and went online as well. Thanks, Al.
And then I thank you, Al. He says he was told that by a Sinisa. Okay. I guess he talks to the Sinisas too. Mark refuses to acknowledge this. But I do see them blooming around town, so I hope they're right.
Okay, I hope they're right too.
Yeah, and I have seen that Tuesday is like a 45% chance. Did it change or no?
No, I haven't seen that. But then again, the last time I looked was late last night. I haven't looked.
No, I was asking Siri, so let's see. So Monday night, 20%. Yeah, it's just 20. Oh man, 20% chance Monday night, 20% chance Tuesday, and I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Rats. Maybe it'll be more tomorrow. We got ripped off last night. It was supposed to rain.
Was it?
Yeah.
It felt like it. It felt like if there was any kind of tripping in the atmosphere, there it would have.
I got a question from a customer before Mark got here, and I want to pass it by Mark, see what his reaction was. They planted a sycamore. And, of course, the first question I asked was, what kind of sycamore was it? And they thought they came from a landscape contractor with kind of a known reputation, so I suspect it was a Mexican. And but it was 3 weeks, and it was showing a leaf. The leaves were retreating or yellowing, and I asked him, I didn't think it was watering because I saw a picture of the lawn. The lawn looked lush, and so I questioned whether there was maybe there it was new soil and a new lawn. Maybe that there was just not a good drainage situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I had them explore. I thought the most important thing for them to do was explore that root ball, dig in there and see if it was actually getting water, or on the other hand, I mean, the symptoms are pretty much the same. If it was not getting water, so was it dry or was it soggy?
The sod could be soggy and the ball could be dry.
That's true.
And that's always, it's a very common incident.
They were watering the lawn 3 times a week, which, first when they told me that, they realized that was probably not. That was probably secret information that they shouldn't have let me know.
Yeah.
It was relatively new lawn too, so they had a little bit of an excuse for that. But that was the thing about the Mexican sycamore too. If you figure out what the issue is, and I'm more and more convinced that it was a drainage thing, that the water was not getting to the root ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's surprising this year. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, I'm having that a lot. Oh, and I have a story I'll tell you in a minute when you're through.
A sprinkler, the lawn sprinkler, quite often does not reach, the water does not reach the root balls.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in a new soil construction there. So that could be these. Oh.
What? Oh, is that porterweed? Yeah, it sure is. It's red.
Yes, it is over on your right-hand shoulder,
Over the
Calvin.
right-hand shoulder. Okay.
Over there. Right there. Yes.
I got here. I got here early.
I thought you saw it, so I didn't mention it to
Oh.
you. But there's a large quantity of dwarf red
Porterweed.
All right.
porterweed.
Wow. I was here.
Sorry. It came in?
Trace is here now.
Yeah, hey, Trace.
I got here early just in case the
You whoppers?
Laguna Whoppers showed up,
okay.
but they hadn't. But if I would have seen these guys, I would have.
Yeah. I got I think I bought 3 last week during the on Wednesday.
Purple
Yeah.
though, didn't you?
No, the Whoppers.
Oh, you did not.
No, I did not.
There were 3, and I took all 3 of them.
I took all 3 of them. No, I'm waiting for them to come in too. But yeah, well, Trace, how you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Doing okay?
It's a beautiful day.
So I want to see if I'm guessing correct. Last week you said there's such a deal. We've sold this plant before. We've had it on special, but never like this. And I'm wondering. Wait, I just went too far. If it is the Cherry Blast.
It is.
Laura Petalum.
And actually, that variety has never been on sale.
Oh, it hasn't?
That's a patented variety.
Okay. Talk about it a little bit, because it's 50% off, normally $24.99.
So when Laura Petalum was first introduced to the landscape, it was originally thought to be a shade-only plant.
Oh.
And we have found out different, that it can take some sun. Great shrub, especially if you're looking for color.
I looked online.
The bloom is generally in the fall only, but
Okay.
sometimes they get tricked, and they'll do it occasionally other times of the year.
Okay, so yeah, low maintenance, multi-stemmed, evergreen with showy red flowers and dark burgundy foliage.
The
Number
bloom
3.
is almost insignificant compared to the color in the leaf.
Yeah, the color in the leaf is purple. Is that right? Yeah, it's pretty. How many do you have at basically half of $24.99?
Huh?
I can't do the
they're
math.
Not $24.99.
No, but they're half of that.
No, it should be half of $34.99.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So our ad says 34. So I'm not what you. I'll have to figure out what you're looking at.
I'm looking at this. All right, we can talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867, the number to call to be a part of the show. And, we will keep it going here, but hoping for rain after 6 any time this week would be great. And let's see. I'm trying to think here. Bougainvilleas, the Esperanza.
You're shocked from the
Well,
Lord of
Cherry Blast. Was it?
Yep.
Cherry Blast. Laura Petalum. And no, Trace is correct. We first thought, oh, that's a great flowering shade shrub and shade-tolerant shrub. And so, it has proved itself in other locales that have a lot more sun.
Okay, good.
That will be fixed within the next 5 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. We've got
if you move quick, you could buy them before they get that fixed.
I'm gonna. We got the lantana. Oh, you know what's really pretty, and I wish you'd tell me more about them. Is the is it the canna lilies out in the front, right by the
There
parking
are
lot?
some cannas up there. We also got in our once-a-year shipment of oddball plumeria that are actually notated by the color. Normally, when you buy plumeria, it's just like a hodgepodge. You get whatever you get. So these are actually designated a color.
So they have it on the stem?
They have the color on the pot.
Okay.
Oh, and
I'm a peach man.
I saw which? Go ahead.
No, I said I'm a peach-colored man, and I think you are too, or your wife is.
She likes all colors, but she's waiting for her purples have never bloomed. She's got 3 of them, and they're monsters, but they have not bloomed, and so she's a little under the weather about that.
So they've given a false story, huh? And then they got a great spot in the landscape and all that affection, and then they're not delivering the blooms.
All the others are blooming, except for those 3.
Well, I had a customer this morning was talking about had same kind of experience with firebush, and after I had a chat with her, I think I figured out that she was impatient with it. It's so slow to start. Even mine now that I've had for 14, 15 years has not yet sprouted from the winter. But and I think she, for the last couple of years, she was getting impatient with it and never gave it a time to. But of course, these last few years with the drought and with the cold weather, maybe it's just been a problem of that. But yeah, it's a lot of plants have characteristics that make them a little harder to figure out and take advantage of. What is that? What do you think that is? That is it traditionally that purple hard to get to bloom?
I don't know. I haven't got one to bloom yet.
Yeah.
Generally, in most plants, white, I think, is the most pure of the colors. Not just because of the absence of color, but whites tend to be the hardiest of all the different varieties of things.
I think the white is masking everything else, and it's the breeder's job to tease the other colors from that white.
Well, let's see. On the two, no wonder that 2 of our favorite plants are popular because they do a wonderful job with the white. The Cora vinca, does a drum, and then the other thing is the Penta. That white Penta is unbelievable too. Yeah, the white with the red is just hard to manage.
That's my favorite combination for the Vinca, particularly.
Yeah.
All right, 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867, the number to call to be a part of the show. We got lots of beautiful stuff. The sun is breaking through, which is great. But yeah, what else going on, guys?
Well, it's just
great for a horned lizard, not so much for us.
Oh.
No.
I was wondering if we got any tuberosa or
what other kind
of the
milkweed?
Milkweed, yeah.
Just those tropicals.
Tropicals, they look good. They're of course the most popular with the monarchs, except Well, I was going to say that the monarchs have moved on, except last time I said that they flew through here at Milburgers last weekend.
It's most popular with the customers too, because it is, I think, the prettiest.
It's most attractive.
Oh yeah.
So that's a lovely segue onto your article.
Ooh.
So you talk about that, and that you had a nice little chart, and I was interested in that. That had all the most favored species.
Well, the disappointing part, is the percentage of lack of success that transplanting milkweeds has, and so we've still got a lot of issues to deal with there. One of the one that the tropical milkweed, of course, that's been pretty successful, germinating and being transplanted. And then the other one is that the zizoti. Mm-hmm. That's successful in terms of germinating and being able to transplant too. So we got those two pegged, but the other ones are pretty unpredictable. We're still working a lot, despite the fact that we've distributed a large numbers of the seeded containers out there.
All right, let's take a quick break. While we do, give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867, and toll free, it's 866-308-8867. We're here at Milburgers at 1604 and Boulevardy Road, and we encourage you to come on out too and be a part of the show. Bring your questions, like Calvin was just saying. Someone had brought him a question and was live here on the porch with him, so yep, we want to help you as well. So, all right, we're going to take a break. Be back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milburgers Garden in South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Something exciting happening. That's the San Antonio Festival of Flowers.
Hey, when is that?
It's coming up May 31st. That's not next Saturday. It's Saturday a week from next Saturday?
Something like that.
Yeah. And if you don't know, the Festival of Flowers is over at the Shrine. It's from 9 to, let me get the right times, 9 to 5. Parking is free. Adults are $10. Kids under 10 are free. But the big thing is all the things that go with it. If you've been there before, you know how much fun this is. In fact, we've had people that we gave tickets to last year that came up and asked a question. I've got some tickets, and so if you come up and ask a question while supplies last, I will give you a pair of tickets to the Festival of Flowers. You got to come to Milburgers, though. Okay. And sorry, I lost my train of thought there. There's the plant exchange, there's the expos, there's the kids stuff. There's all the different topics. David's going to be speaking. There's the organic roundtable. So, yeah, you want to go. Oh, I was going to tell you the people that came and got the tickets saw us at the event and were like, wow, I'd never been here before. Thank you for the tickets. This is wonderful. And they're going to go again next year. So go to festivaloflowerssanantonio.com, festivaloflowerssanantonio.com.
Now, don't go. About it. Don't go if you're interested in windows or
exactly.
hot tubs or things like that.
It's gardening.
My favorite is the plant exchange.
Yeah. Man.
I've seen people hovering.
Yes.
Waiting, see what people are going to bring in. I've seen them trade more than once. Oh,
ahead of the...
They'll take something for their plant, and then they'll see something they like better, and they'll swap it too.
It's gotten tame in the last few years. They don't even send the National Guard in there to keep everything in order. Like early in the history of the plant exchange, it was quite a competition.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
there were
it
armed
has.
guards.
And in fact, the fun part is if you get there early, by the way, if you get there as it opens, Saw's co-sponsor of this event, is giving away 1,000 free plants.
That's what I was wondering. What are they giving away?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So
Mark
I happened to meet with Juan, one of my coworkers at Saw's, and he couldn't remember all 4, but there were some unusual ones. And I'm stalling for time if you haven't noticed.
I did notice that.
Yeah, okay. Unusual ones that we haven't usually seen in the past. There is Miss Expires, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the Salvia,
Okay.
not the new one. This is the former
Gotcha.
Miss Expires on that. I want to say a herbal plant.
A what?
An herbal? A food plant, an herbal type. But he didn't know himself, and so I go, how come you don't know? Aren't you in charge of it? And he goes, no, I'm not in charge of it.
Okay.
I know he is, but so I think it was just
But yeah, they're
stolen for time.
always great plants, and
Yes.
they make it very, very convenient too. So if you buy stuff but want to keep shopping, they have a holding area that you can kind of place them in while you walk around and do some more shopping. Lots of fun
The
stuff.
vendors will hold stuff for you, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yep. So if you come up here and ask a question like Trace did, Trace, what's your question?
Where's the bathroom?
Okay, Trace, it's right around the corner here. If you just, there's that one, and there is the one in the back of the building. And here's your 2 tickets to Festival of Flowers.
Thank
There
you, sir.
go.
I appreciate it.
Find them a home.
Is that all he had to do?
That's all you have to do.
Oh.
All right, so 210-308-8867.
Please provide better questions, though.
Yes, please. We want planned questions.
Oh, this is kind of like priming the pump.
Yes.
A
Yeah,
little
that-
bit. Okay.
Or flushing the toilet. We're not sure. Whatever, yeah. 'Cause
Well,
you
are
asked
they
about the
gonna-
bathroom.
If I remember right, we're going to be there.
That's the plan.
Are
Right, Trace?
they going to let us in, or do we need to get tickets too?
Yeah. Or, yep.
No, we get to walk in because Brunella knows us.
They're going to turn you away at the
For
door.
what?
No.
We don't want
Brunella-
Mark who?
No.
Yeah.
Brunella knows us, and she goes, oh, come on in.
Mark Patterson. We don't have a Mark Patterson here.
It's not on the
I
list.
look at the name tag thing I made. Make sure I spelled it right when you said that.
Oh, okay. Whoops. All right. 210-308-8867. Trace, what else is going on?
Anyway, everybody
Okay.
come.
Yep, come.
Is Calvin going to take his nameplate?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to take your
I'm
nameplate?
not.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
think about that.
Yeah.
We should take our nameplates, yeah.
Well, yours would be a little embarrassing right now.
Well, it may fall down.
These homemade name
They're
tags.
professionally made.
Yes.
Okay.
But it is that we're teasing about the names, but it is one of the most fun things about the event is that you get to see everybody from the horticulture community.
Oh, yeah. Some people you don't see but once a year, and it's usually at Festival of
Yeah,
Flowers.
no, that's the fun part. You really will. It's fun to people watch there.
I'm just thinking of many episodes of
So
that.
when you lose your your track of thought, we know that's what you're doing when you're there.
What's that? Yes, I'm people
Okay.
watching.
All right.
All right, so let's talk. We're going
And
to
they
talk.
got-
I can ask Trace my question, but
They
I
got
think it's-
good food there too.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
They do have good food
yes.
there.
The food has greatly improved over the
Was
years.
it? I don't know who's it going to. It doesn't say who it is. Brunella will have to call us up. Maybe I've missed it.
It's not Pruski's, is it?
It is not Pruski's.
Okay.
But,
Doggone.
yeah,
They'll keep working at it.
I want to be
maybe.
careful when I say yeah. But yeah, so okay. I'm trying to think. 210-308-8867.
You're people watching.
I am people
Yeah,
watching.
okay.
Actually, it is hard not to people watch because it's fun to see what people are buying when they're here. Because it's like, okay, so like last week it was the ferns. You were ferning out.
So that's a good traditional Mother's Day thing. When you don't know what to get her, you get her a fern.
Yeah,
Well, and the other thing is
that's right. I forgot about that.
It's fun to watch the dogs and other pets that are here that come to the. Everybody seems to get along. There's a little dog over there having a drink, but he doesn't have time to to take time drinking because he's got to
Gotta
greet
go.
some of the
Gotta go.
people.
Got to continue on. Anyway.
All right.
All right.
So cool.
So Kelvin's article.
Calvin. Oh, that's right. That's where we were. Okay.
Yeah. Circle back to the Calvin's article. So Calvin, what did you talk about? I happen to know because I read it this morning, but tell everybody it.
Well, we just finished the last class for the spring, and that was the new Master Gardener chapter in Wilson County that sponsored the Monarch and Milkweed class. 41 individuals participated, which was amazing. And they were happy because of the information and the enthusiasm and the fact that a lot of the people that came to the meeting to learn about the Monarchs also checked out and joined the Master Gardener chapter. So
that's good.
Yeah, that worked really well.
I'm sure they'll do more stuff with you too. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, and I think, well, we have a long history of working with the folks in Wilson County, especially the newspaper there, Wilson County News. But the report was one of the main points of the article this time was that we had lots of we didn't have great success. We didn't have a huge population migrating through San Antonio again. It was a typical year, and despite the fact that the numbers in the wintering ground were higher than we expected, and were not consistent with the lower populations reported in California and other places. But we kind of disappointed that we didn't see mass migrations. We did see the article talks about some of the milkweeds where we saw monarch activity and some that we had egg laying. We mentioned the certified butterfly garden here at Milberger's a lot because we do see they did have monarchs lay their eggs and move on to the north, and so there was a lot of information on there. Plus, it also talked about the various milkweed plants and which ones germinated the best in our
which ones did not. That was surprising.
And we mostly, and the other thing that we emphasized was that we wanted all those gardeners that attended all the classes this year to be prepared to communicate, get some phone calls, but also if they've got some exciting information that they want to provide, go ahead and provide it. And in fact, we did get some reports already this morning about successes and lack of successes for the milkweeds. So if you got some information that you want to bring up, that after you looked at the article and you got something that's different than the article reports, or that you is the same, we'd certainly welcome that report.
Good. All right, 210-308-8867. We're here at Milberger's at 1604 on Boulevardy Road, where they've got Fredericksburg peaches out front. They look pretty good. The guy with the peach thing is out front.
That's news to me.
What's that?
That's news to me.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's right out there. And they look pretty good. Did you grow peaches?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Is summer peach month?
Peaches?
Peaches.
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 Okay.
Peaches.
I grew early peaches. The idea was to to take advantage of the early market.
Okay.
So I had Spring Gold and
June Gold.
June Gold.
June Gold.
Yeah.
That's right, June Gold. And I really had it was a mistake for me to have a successful first few years because between my optimism and the bank's optimism, we really invested quite a bit, and then of course that was when the South American peaches started to be available on the market at relatively low prices. So, I worked as had a peach orchard business for 10 years, Milton.
Yeah.
And worked on it, and then it took me 10 more years afterwards to pay all the debts.
Eek.
So
Can we? I don't guess if I buy a peach here that I'll experience that same.
No.
Okay. What kind of peaches do we have?
Trees. The only one that sticks in my mind is Red Baron. I know I saw that over there.
Okay. And I think y'all like the Red Baron too, don't you?
well, I like the blooms, but
okay.
It's certainly not a commercial crop. But
No. I know, but
The homeowner's not going for a commercial crop.
Yeah.
We may have to take a jaunt out weld during a later break.
I was going to tell you my horrible story. I did something terrible. I'm feeling guilty about it.
Well, it's amazing that you did something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went outside, looked in, and one of the cucumbers, it looked just like hell. The leaves were just yellow and just wilted and crunchy and stuff, and I said, you know what, okay, there's just no salvaging this. Because I'd watered it for the past couple of days, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So I decided I was going to pull it up and put something else in. And there was a cucumber on it. So I took the cucumber off. It was producing cucumbers. So I feel horrible.
Even in its dilapidated state.
Yes, in a dilapidated state. Yes, it was. So
It still tried to overcome you.
I know, but it's too late now.
Yeah.
I think I won.
They're amazing, and their ability to recover and to continue producing.
Do we still have cucumbers, or is it over?
Yes.
Oh, we do.
I thought I saw some.
Okay.
We have eggplant, though.
We have eggplant?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about what we have in a sec. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up, and I'll give you a tomato report on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Two 308-8867. We'll do it just a second. I got to tell people about Prusky's Market real quick. If you are looking for the best food, if you want to serve your family outstanding, flavorful beef, poultry, sausage, you need to head on over there to Prusky's Market on Highway 87 in Atkins, Texas. You'll enjoy it so much. Not only the products that you get and find there, but the outstanding service that you get as well at Prusky's Market. So try the Yanta beef, which is going to be the all-natural beef, no added hormones, no antibiotics, just great tasting stuff at Prusky's Market. You'll really absolutely love it. You go to PruskysMeatMarket.com, got a party coming up, something that's going on. Maybe it's Memorial Day and you're going to do some grilling outside. Get to Prusky's. Get it now. You can even order it. Stuff's already prepared at Prusky's Market. Go to PruskysMeatMarket.com. That's PruskysMeatMarket.com. Got a question from the crowd here. And yes, ma'am, you're on the air. What's going on?
I just wanted to ask what would be the best time to plant shishito peppers?
Right. Oh, just getting the microphone closer to your mouth.
Just a little closer to the mic.
There we go.
So what's the best time to plant shishito peppers?
Perfect. Guys?
Well, right now, I would think.
Generally, the peppers, now is that a hot or a more of a sweeter Anaheim type pepper?
I think they're kind of hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Are those good peppers?
Pardon?
Are those good peppers?
He loves them.
Which one are you pointing to, him or the dog?
We're both dogs.
This one will eat anything that drops.
Oh, is that right? Oh, our dog is the same way. So let me ask you something. You're sitting down at the breakfast table and you're eating and you're enjoying your food. Do you get this?
Yes, the eyes are on you
Yes.
every minute.
Oh, and have you ever been to, thank you, Mark, thanks for reminding me. Have you been to Festival of Flowers?
A long time ago.
Would you like to go again?
Sure, I'd love to go.
Here you
Thank
go. Here's
you very
Susan.
much.
Let me see if I got 2 or 3. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Did you have a question?
Yes, I
Will you come on the air with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Great question.
Yeah. Just grab the microphone so we can hear you, and you'll be on the air. You'll do great.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Go ahead and grab
Yeah,
it.
hold up.
There you go.
Look to your
Just
face.
speak right in there.
Okay,
What you got
there
going
you
on? You're on the air.
Hi, I have a plant that is having some issues. I don't know what is kind of making the leaves curl, and it's salvia. So I don't know if it's not getting enough sun and what little critter is eating it.
Show these guys. You don't want my advice.
So, no, thank you for telling us salvia. So, in general, rule of thumb, the salvia is like lots of sun.
Does not look like a salvia.
Okay. Well, what is it? What do you think? Remember, salvia is square,
Oh,
opposite branches,
the
opposite
bloom
leaves.
does now.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
salvia.
How tall is it? It's big.
Now please keep talking in the mic, okay, so we can hear you.
This one's a little bit smaller than my other ones, which I thought were purple plants or blooms, and these turned white.
The show mark that.
Okay, give me a preface here.
Okay, you can take the mic with you.
Yeah.
There you go. We got to be able to
Okay.
hear you if you have questions.
Yes, it is a salvia. Now, how do I get it? There we go. So, wow, that's an interesting salvia. All right, so it's not a Greggii, it's not a bush, it's not a mystic spires or one of the Farinaceae. So this is interesting. It has beautiful white flowers. Mm-hmm. Small white flowers.
When did it start showing the symptoms?
Yeah.
I think a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because of the rain, I'm not sure.
Well, I think it's a combination.
Okay.
It got a blast of the rain and took advantage of it, and the weather was pretty moderate. Then suddenly, it's got this 100-degree heat, and it's overcommitted in terms of the leaves.
Which would make them curl?
Yeah. And I don't think in the long term it's going to be a problem, but they were kind of, looks to me like the plant was kind of ambushed by the weather.
Okay.
Is this a closer version?
Yes, it's the closest.
So, not salvia is a very large family, very large genus.
Yes.
Not all salvias can be grown here. I'm unfamiliar with the salvia.
I don't remember.
When you say decline, are you talking about the lumps in the leaves?
Yes, because it normally looks better than that.
Okay.
And it comes back every couple of years. I've had it maybe 5 years in this same area, and it does spread. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't get as tall as the Greggii.
Yeah, I'm with you on Calvin on this. I think because of our roller coaster weather that we've had this year, that there may be some issues with it. There may be I wish I could see the underside of the leaf.
There's nothing underneath. There's no bug.
You knew where I was going with that.
No I had a magnifying glass. I didn't see any on the underneath.
I think the stippling. There we go.
Okay.
On the leaves is not due to an insect thing.
Okay.
I think it's just this weird growth patterns that we've been experiencing,
and I don't
think it will be serious. No,
should I trim it back and then see how it goes? Or
I would. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I would just let it. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I would let it run its course.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a little afraid if you cut it back that you'd stimulate some new foliage growth, and that might overcommit a little bit. So I think kind of let it go on its own, and it's been here 5 years.
About, yes.
Yeah, and it's been through some pretty strange weather.
Yes.
And it's survived. So I think you won't accomplish anything by putting it back. Maybe make it neater, but
okay.
But in the long run, I think it'll respond and stabilize, and then it'll be okay.
What about fertilizer? I'm sure I haven't fertilized this in a while.
Yeah.
I would still wait until fall.
Yeah.
Wait till the fall?
Yeah, wait till in a non-stress period.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all's input.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Good luck.
And are you a fan of, have you been to Festival of Flowers
I
yet?
haven't, but my daughter and I would love to go.
There you go. You got a pair of tickets.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just for calling and ask a question. All right, Tom is on the line at 210-308-8867. Hey there, Tom. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Just have a quick question on, we're planning on getting some beehives out here, and we've got
Beehives?
lots of weed. Yes, and I want to start doing a little honeybee
Oh, good. Okay.
stuff. But we've got a lot of thistles, star thistles, and just weeds in general. But worried about what kind of weed killer we can use that won't hurt the bees.
Huh.
Can you make a recommendation on that, or?
I wouldn't use any weed killer close to the bees.
Yeah.
Use if you
Well, bees tend to travel,
pre-emergent,
so-
to deal with the thistles, but in terms of a contact herbicide, I don't think it'll be a positive reaction. It may not hurt them, but I just don't think I'd take a chance on trying to get weeds in control that are already there, unless you just do it physically. Cut them with the string mower or.
Okay, we haven't gotten the bees yet, so.
Oh, you haven't got the bees?
No.
Oh,
So
well, still, then you can put on your calendar for next spring to use a pre-emergent so that they don't germinate, and then you can use any of those broadleaf contact herbicides, but I think you're still better off physically working them. Use your string mower and cut them back.
okie dokie.
All
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Good luck.
Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
I'm envious of you. I think that'd be a lot of fun to have bees.
And
What?
would he still be saying that when he got stung and came in here to mow
Probably
and grow?
not, but if he actually learned to deal with them in
Yeah.
a proper way, I think he could be successful.
I think you're probably right. Well, Trace, we got about maybe 3 minutes before we have to get caught up with the news. Anything that you're specifically really excited about it? I see lots of color, the vinca.
Well, mention those. You got those hot weather plants. You got the Esperanza, of course.
Yeah, they look great.
Theralis.
So bunches of that.
my
We got
goodness.
a few Theralis. The porterweed, I was impressed that I was able to actually get.
Wow, yeah, that looks wonderful. And how about the one that usually blooms in the fall? That's got the blue flower right over there.
With Duranta?
Duranta, yeah.
So those are purple, and
Yeah,
they actually, it's the same family as Lantana, so it does tend to bloom a lot during the summer.
Yeah, and it's hard to just believe the bloom power of those lantanas that you have here. Four or five different kinds, and
There's more than that.
bloom.
Guess which Lantana I like, Milton?
Let's see. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to go with the red and the multicolor.
So that's Carlos Lantana.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
I just like saying it.
Yeah.
And then there's that spreading purple lantana that we all like. That's kind of different.
And we
from
went
the
almost a week without having purple. That was kind of rare.
It's a great plant.
Yeah. So
But so if you're looking for nectar plants, those porterweed, those red dwarf porterweed are hard to beat. And then of course we mentioned the tropical milkweed. It's here, and if they're not in bloom, they're like 2 days away from bloom. So you can there's a lot of them, so you can get them in your landscape, have them in place. for the fall migration. The other thing is that we'll have lots of other butterflies this summer, including the queens and the butterflies that'll stay here. That tropical milkweed is hard to beat in terms of favorite nectar source.
Very, very cool. All righty. Well, listen, we're going to get ready to get you caught up with the news in just a second. But our phone number is 210-308-8867 if you want to call. But I encourage you, like those two people that came by, to come and ask your gardening question in person. Mark got a question off.
Did they get tickets?
They did.
All right.
Because they asked it on the air, and it wasn't about the bathroom. So that was good. I think we're done with that question. We got that out of the way early. So we'll take a break. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up right after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Our phone number is 210-308-8867, but we're always live here at Milberger's. So if a question crosses your mind, you just need to come over here to the nursery and ask your question in person. It's super easy, and sometimes, like if you listen to the last question that they were answering, it helped to have the picture, because then they could see different things and, things that they know are a trigger, but you might not know trigger the answer. Come on by and visit with us anyway. It's awfully fun to visit with the folks. Yeah, and I want to hear, I'm hoping that Tom will keep calling us back. I want to hear how the bees do. Tom is growing. So, all right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867, or come on out. Yeah, it's a weird day. It's so hazy out there. Is that an indication that it might rain, or what is that? You see how? Look at the cloud.
The humidity's high.
The humidity's high. Okay, is that good for rain?
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But
Al says 20% chance.
You're an optimist.
Oh, wow. Okay, Calvin says you're an optimist, Al. But give us a call. Tell us what's going on. All right, so what is it that folks should be doing in the garden right now? We are mid-May.
Well, of course, peppers.
Okay.
Plant more peppers.
So, yes, you could still do the sweet.
I brought you down because you were talking to that guy.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
But I thought you already did it because you're such a professional.
Yeah.
And harvest your tomatoes.
So on the peppers, generally we've already planted the bells and the Anaheims.
Okay.
And now we're looking to plant the serranos, jalapenos, other Thai and ghost peppers.
Oh yeah,
Reapers,
the real hot ones. Yeah.
So that's later on the summer, but that's all pepper preparation. But now, we're gathering our tomatoes.
And
are you still getting your blush?
Huh?
You're still getting fruit off your blush?
Oh yeah.
The Ruby Crush.
Ruby Crush. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
how about on your 81? 8148.
I harvested the first one the other
Oh, did
day.
you? Okay.
Yeah, and I had a peanut butter and tomato sandwich.
Ooh. Okay, I don't know whether that's good or bad.
That's good.
We'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
Did you have any kind of embellishment, maybe from the old Scots country or Irish country?
No.
Okay.
No, just that
would be the only way that would make it palatable.
Butter, peanut butter, and whole wheat bread. Yeah, it was very good.
Good.
So that I guess that's the main thing is these were rodeo tomatoes,
mm-hmm.
and so we wondered how they tasted. And they're good?
Yeah. They're not in the same league as Ruby Crush, but and this was the first of the crop. So usually you're pushing it a bit. It's not quite as ripe as you later in the season, so you have a better flavor in a few weeks. But you want to use them when they're available.
Yeah. So,
the other thing, the onions. Onions need to be picked.
Right.
They're probably flopped over. The tops are probably flopped over, so it indicates that.
So when that happens, it's now. Pick your onions or pull your onions.
And you can start with your potatoes because they're blooming. New potatoes, and just harvest them as you need them. And then when the tops decline, turn brown, then you harvest the rest. Now, we used to say, well, you need to watch the soil because it'll be soggy. If your soil is soggy, those potatoes will. But I don't think that's an issue.
No, I don't think it is either. Hey, just a quick question, and then we'll get back to things that people should be doing right now. So, doing container plants, I don't know if I'm having trouble. I got some potting soil, and I'm using that, but I don't know whether it seems damp because of the soil or because of the drainage of the pot. And I don't guess there's a way to find out, is there?
Well, potting soil, it's got a lot of organic material in it.
Yeah.
They have a tendency to be really well drained.
Yeah, I would think so.
And this is with this 100-degree heat, you got to be real careful and make sure. The tomatoes that we had the seed for are BHNs.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that, you got to make sure that they get watered every day. If they're in a small container in that potting soil.
Okay, so it's like I watered last night, and then I came back this morning, and the soil in the pot still look wet.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
That's okay, or that's too.
No, that as long as it's well drained.
Okay.
And overnight that's good. It makes you. But probably by tonight.
No, it'll need it again
dry
tonight.
Again.
Yeah. Are you growing cucumbers? You're not growing cucumbers.
No, I'm not growing.
Do we know anybody? If you're growing cucumbers, call me with your advice on that. Did you see any cucumbers out there? You're growing cucumbers?
No. Jamie's growing some cucumbers.
And is she getting cucumbers?
Yeah.
No, right.
But she's moved the plants several times.
Yeah. Is she finding more success with full sun, part sun?
Morning sun.
Morning sun?
Morning sun, afternoon shade.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move it. The zucchini is happy as can be.
Yeah.
And would the cucumber be happy where the zucchini was?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I'm going to move the cucumber. And then how do I kind of perk it back up? Because we had two cucumbers.
Now, when I say morning sun, I'm talking minimum 6 hours.
Okay.
Preferably 8.
This is afternoon sun, so it's getting beaten up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move it where the zucchini is. This is fun. It's fun doing the thing. I meant to bring some peas. I'll bring some peas tomorrow.
Oh, some beans. Southern beans? Or green beans?
The green beans, yeah.
Yes. Now, I've been eating some of those raw.
Yeah, actually, they're delicious raw.
Yeah.
They're really good.
They have a distinctive green bean taste.
I wonder, too, if there's any gardeners out there that are growing southern peas yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because Calvin and I talked about that.
Yeah, I remember.
That's one of the four summer plants that you should be growing. So okra, peppers,
we have okra,
eggplants, and southern peas.
So okra, I interrupted you.
Yes, we do. We have them here.
Okay, so I interrupted you.
Yeah.
We have the Oscar.
Yes.
Okra.
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
And we have some eggplant here.
Okay. Peppers.
Peppers. We have a variety of peppers.
Okay.
Lots of peppers.
And then southern peas.
Okay.
And Calvin had to remind me of that, but he's absolutely correct. A
Do we-
couple weeks ago, this is a
got a
summer type
Duranta.
vegetable.
I think. Is that a Duranta?
Yeah.
The purple one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if did we have southern pea transplants?
No.
Okay,
So they're one of the easiest things. Quite often we plant them just because they're so easy to grow with the seed, and then this time of the year they're one of the few plants that can prosper. We used to recommend that our youth garden, our classroom garden programs, in the summertime, that they plant southern peas before the kids leave for the summer, and especially if you got a janitor or a teacher that'll hang out. Because they help cover the ground. They're easy to take care of, and quite often they'll reduce the amount of Bermuda grass that fills up the garden. There's nothing worse when the kids return in the fall and the Bermuda grass is taking over the garden.
And it will.
So, just get a packet of southern peas. Are southern peas and black-eyed peas the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the varieties.
There's Crowder. If you look for Crowder, there's another one.
Okay.
And there's lots of.
I know we had
southern peas.
a nursery visitor who called and was talking about it, and saying they have beautiful blooms and they climb and they vine and they do all that good stuff. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and then if you harvest them early, you can use them just like green beans.
Oh.
So it's so much easier.
Actually,
of course, if you enjoy pulling them out of the pods, you can wait and let them mature. But I like them better as using them like green beans. And they're easier to use. Now, unless you have an automatic. Take one of those machines that takes them out of the pods.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do I need one of those?
Our home garden stores used to.
Oh, really?
Have those, yeah.
All right.
So, one other pleasurable thing.
I married a machine that does that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I didn't want to go there. But one other pleasurable thing that you can be doing is I went on a recon mission, and the peaches that are being sold outside are Regal.
Regal?
And they're cling, and they were tasty.
Oh, he gave you a bite?
Gentleman selling them gave me a little taste, and they were sweet.
Oh, nice.
But he said he'll be here as often as he can, but he'll have different types available. But this one was a cling. It was called Regal.
Oh, yeah. They should all be clings this early.
This time of year. Right?
Oh, is that right?
No Florida Kings, huh?
No, but maybe next week.
Yeah. That's a wonderful variety, too.
Some of you may be getting peaches now.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
It's been
figs? Are people getting figs yet?
No. I don't think so. I haven't.
If
the
you
foliage
have, call
looks
in,
good,
please.
But I don't see any blooms on my figs yet.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. When are figs normally? Are they fall?
No. They're usually.
Are they summer?
Summer.
Okay. Well, we're kind of there.
It's twice. So they produce on their old wood first, and then they produce on their new growth second.
Okay.
This has been a little tough on the figs. The drought.
Yeah. Oh, has it?
Yeah, and then the freeze did a lot of damage too.
It'd be nice if there was a sale on figs.
Would there?
Yes, it would. Are you going to help me on this one?
Yeah, well,
there is a sale.
I meant to. But there is.
Yeah, there is. 25% off.
That's right.
Choose from available varieties. Yep, so if you're looking for figs, this is the time to come on to the nursery and get them.
And I am sure that we have Celeste here because I've talked to Trace about it. But Celeste is my favorites. small and sweet.
Okay.
And then Alma is another one. And then Texas Everbearing or brown turkey. Debate about which one is which, or the same. And that's a larger one.
Yeah.
What do you have in your yard?
I've got the brown turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, I think last time I looked, it was brown turkey.
All right. So let's see. We talked about planting peppers and eggplant and all that right now. We've talked about...
if you want to switch to the flower garden, the snapdragons are at the end of their life.
Yeah, but they're fighting back. They're pretty, but yeah, they're...
Rust.
I think with 100, they're about done.
Yeah, no, I think
they have yet to give the white flag.
Yeah, but
they're still fighting.
No, they were another one that was just kind of because of the heat and the dry, and watered them and now they look beautiful. But you can tell that
even the pansies are starting to decline with 100 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they don't get a disease or anything, but they won't survive in 100 degrees for very long. But the snaps. Yeah, they get the most of them are showing rust disease already, a fungus. So you guess what the best thing is to replace them with in the cut flower garden?
Zinnias?
That's it.
Okay. Oh, our zinnias are getting ready to bloom. Are you having luck with yours? Okay.
I am, yeah. But it's not been easy on the
zinnias.
Some of the zinnias either because of the transplants, the heat.
My neighbor has been growing Dreamland, a very tall one, I think. That's the one. Is Dreamland very tall?
No, Dreamland is the one that we got here, but it's
I can never remember
about 14
Dreamland.
or 16 inches tall.
Yeah.
And it has very compact, it's got compact, colorful blooms. But the one that's really tall, we grow by seed, is California.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe that's what this is.
Well, but there could be. It's been a while since I've seen any other transplants.
These are 24 plus.
Whoa,
24
wow.
inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be California.
Yeah, it must be. So something. Certainly not Dreamland. But Dreamland has got really nice colors and compact blooms, big blooms.
Very, very nice for cut flowers, for displays. Very nice.
And I like to recommend that you kind of let it, those flowers that you don't cut for cut flowers, for bouquets, you let them drop some seed.
Yeah.
Because the parents don't look exactly like the Dreamland hybrids, but they're just as good on the nectar source, or even better on nectar sources than the hybrids are. So if you let those Dreamlands drop some seed, the seed come up pretty quick. A week, 10 days, and then they'll be blooming in a couple weeks, 3 weeks, and they'll go for a long time into the fall, and for an all-star nectar plant for sure.
All right, let's take a quick break while we do. Sorry, Trace, we got to take a break. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. I get the pleasure of introducing you again to the Festival of Flowers. 25 years of the Festival of Flowers. It's Saturday, May 31st. So not next Saturday, but a week from there. Put it on your calendar. Plan to be there. If you're going to do the plant exchange, get there early for best selection. Actually, I guess that's not true because it changes throughout the day, like Trace was saying. But you want to go to the website, festivaloflowerssanantonio.com, to see all the things that are happening. You'll see which presentations are going on, the organic roundtable and who's going to be there, all the seminars. You'll see the vendors, which is, the indoor shopping mall that they'll have at the Alzafar on 1604 between Stone Oak and Blanco on the outside of the loop. You'll see the Kids Expo, the Plant Exchange. You'll see...
Milton.
Yes?
What about the parking?
Oh, by golly, don't even worry about it because it says right on the website the parking is free. And there's plenty of it, by the way, which is nice. And the tickets are $10. Children 10 and under are free. And, and just it's so much fun. You'll see people that you see once a year. If you love plants and gardening, this is the place to be on May 31st. Saws is co-hosting the event. And you will, if you get there in time while supplies last, they've got 1,000 free plants that they are giving to people, and they like that too. So,
your choice of 4.
Your choice of 4.
One of 4.
One of 4. Okay. So, I encourage you to go if you haven't been, and if you have been, you just wait for the date that it's going to be. So that's the Festival of Flowers, and it's the Festival of Flowers San Antonio.com. So let's see. And I still got tickets. So if you come up here and you ask a gardening question on the air, we'll give you a pair of tickets. So, And if you've been there before, you get to talk about how much you like it. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. What else did we talk about here? Oh, did you say there were cucumbers? No cucumbers.
There were no cucumbers. I was mistaken, but there are zucchini.
Yeah, okay.
Squash, we have several different kinds of squash, straight neck, crook neck, and another variety I didn't know. Peppers. So we have Aladdin, we have Serrano.
Yeah.
And then...
We got banana?
Oh, that'd be good.
Yes.
Yeah, banana is...
it's kind of in there. There's just a few of those. And then... Malabar spinach.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Malabar spinach. Yeah, you did. That's one of your favorites.
I like Malabar.
Yes, that Malabar.
I actually had a Malabar that's sprouted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the seeds. That surprises me a little bit.
I wonder if ours will do that. Those are good for hanging baskets, right? I think that's what we had ours in.
Fabulous.
Or containers, yeah.
Yeah, a container of some type, but a hanging basket is nice. So not so much for visual, but more for the planting aspect of it. They hang from a hanging basket very well.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to get some Malabar spinach.
Right there in the corner, right where it says vegetables.
Okay. Okay. What's the big tall thing? That's not Malabar.
That's eggplant.
Oh, is it eggplant? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm trying to think. 210-308-8867. Is it too late? I was talking about the fertilization and the water and all that. If I water it in, is it too hot to fertilize?
What do you water? What are you talking about? Which one?
What you mean?
I mean, what?
This is like the yard.
Huh?
Like the yard.
Oh.
Using the 1959, just spreading it out there and watering it on our watering day.
It's pretty late if you got access to water for irrigation. I guess then you could fertilize, but I would wait until the fall probably.
Normally. In years where May is not 100 plus degrees.
Yes.
We'd probably go, a little bit, particularly maybe a chelated product, which is because of some problems with St. Augustine grass and some other plants turn a bit yellow. However, this is not normal.
Yeah.
For May. Neither in rain or in normal temperatures.
That's right. You said May's usually rainy.
The rule of thumb
is
we try not to fertilize during stressful periods. When a plant is stressed.
Oh, okay.
Or stressful periods.
Okay.
And I would consider this a stressful period.
All right, so just hold off until...
Normally there's 4.5 inches of rain for the month. I don't think we're going to make that.
Well, our normal recommendation is May 1st and October 1st for fertilization of the lawn.
So under normal conditions.
There's really not a good motivation to fertilize now.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Unless, of course, you've got a high-use Bermuda lawn or something. A lot of traffic,
or where my
Lot of
tomato
water.
plant.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Or one of my tomato plants, or a high feeder, something else. Yeah, then I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Make that. But I'm not going to put it on. I'm going to make sure that I've watered it in.
Okay.
I meant not put it on top of the root system. I'm going to side dress.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I didn't say that clearly. Completely.
How long will fertilizer last? We've had that question too, where people say, "Okay, I found some 1959. I think I bought it a year ago. Is it still okay? Or I bought it 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or back in the other
bag."
Yeah, but if the bag, say the bag's open, they used half of it.
I use. I don't hesitate if it's 3 or 4 years old even.
So unless it's as hard as a rock.
Oh, okay.
And still, even then, you can break it up and use it.
Okay.
But yeah, if it's slightly amenable, it's fine. It's good to go. You may have, but if it's hard as a rock, then you may have to pound it down.
Oh, okay. That's all, just to break it up? Okay. All righty. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Yeah, we want tomato reports. I've got some. How's your Tom doing? Your little, what was it called? Micro?
They're turning red.
Yeah, mine are too.
Now, these are micro, what's called micro Tom or micro thumb or something like that. These are miniature plants.
Mm-hmm.
But the fruit is miniature, but not by much.
Yeah.
It's a little larger, but smaller than a cherry tomato.
Yes.
Well, you guys asked about the Ruby Crush tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the issues that I hadn't experienced up until now was the squirrels have decided that this is a very desirable food source and easy. So we're competing with them now too. Especially with the plant on the patio. But I've got some other plants in the vegetable garden that are less. The squirrels are less interested in. They're too. I guess because it gives Tilly and Darcy a little more opportunity to catch them.
Yeah.
Although I've never seen those two have never caught anything yet.
It's truly a struggle, but they enjoy the struggle.
But we mentioned the large recommended variety tomatoes, like the rodeo tomatoes. They should be starting to ripen right now. You should be harvesting them. Tycoons, even celebrities, and of course the HMS tomatoes, several varieties. And what else? Oh, some folks were lucky enough to get some Thunderbirds. I never did get any of those. That was one of my rodeo tomatoes that I liked best.
We had them like one weekend.
Yeah.
And but that always goes to show you what Calvin says: do not hesitate.
No.
Because if you hesitate, and it may not be the proper time, but do not hesitate. Come in and get the type of tomato that you want, because they are likely to be gone.
That's like, if you pot things up, tomatoes especially, that gives you a lot of flexibility. You can get them when they're available, and then plant them in the garden when it's a good time for you and a good time for the plant. That works best.
All right, we're going to help Patrick at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Hey there, Patrick. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. How you doing today?
We're doing fine.
Good.
I got a quick question. Is you was transplanting a bush or a tree, should you cut the foliage back and then transplant it, or should you transplant it in the ground and then cut the foliage back later?
Oh boy, you're talking about 80 years worth of discussion and conflict amongst all the researchers. So, what was finally decided research with Carl Whitcomb up in Oklahoma State is pretty much the cutting back that was traditionally done is not necessary. So if you plant the tree, even though you're losing up to 95% of the roots in a ball and burlap or a container grown plant, that you are not getting all the roots, that planting it in the ground properly and watering properly, you will not have to take any branches or cut it back. If you do, the tree will tell you which ones to cut back.
Oh, they die? Okay.
Yeah. So what the short answer to that long answer is plant in the ground, water appropriately, and you should have no problem. The important part of that is the trees are producing the food for the tree to produce the roots, which will help then produce the food by absorbing the moisture and nutrients. So it's a nice cycle on that. So you want as many branches, many leaves as possible early on. How's that?
Does that help you, Patrick?
Yeah, me and my wife were just discussing it with the heat. We were wondering.
Yeah.
And we said we never heard any discussion about that. But apparently there's been 80 years of discussion of it.
Yeah, or more. That was a lot. How much? Now, that started with they were traditionally using balled and burlap. And so you are removing 95% of the roots. And on a balled and burlap tree, you are pretty much 5 to 6% of the original rootstock in the ground. So do you have to compensate? Well, that was the question. And some folks said mandatory. Other folks said, well, let's wait and see. And the tree will tell you. When you reach a point where the watering that you're giving is not enough to keep the upper part of the tree healthy. A lot of debate went into this, but pretty much, especially now with the container-grown trees, that we want the tree to produce as much food as possible as soon as possible.
All righty.
Good luck.
Yes.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.
I think the key part of that, Patrick, is water. Consistently.
Yeah. Okay. All righty, 210-308-8867. Like Patrick, you can call and ask your gardening question on the phone, or come up by and visit with us at 1604 and Bulverde Road. Yeah, that's a good thing. The heat.
And then you still got tickets?
I still do. You'll get a pair of tickets. So it's a festival of flowers.
They answer that question. A lot of people talk about the heat on plants.
Mm-hmm.
Plants are not humans. They can tolerate heat a little bit better.
Okay.
But there is a point in time where the metabolism, the photosynthesis, and the reproduction and all the other processes are slowed down by the heat. But as long as they can get a consistent amount of water, they can keep their stomata open and pulling in the carbon dioxide to produce all their food. They're okay.
We also need to remind folks that are planting trees now that keep the string mowers away from the trunk.
Oh, please.
And protection from the deer rubbing, or sometimes feeding, but the rubbing from the antlers is a threat, and the string mowers are probably even more of a threat. Well,
the greatest
as
pest,
much, yeah.
The greatest pest of all plants, especially trees, are the pest that walks on two
legs. Yeah.
Now, sometimes, Mark, we talk about putting that mulch layer over the root system.
My first thought is don't be excessive on your mulch.
Yeah, and so it sometimes throws people a little bit. You say put the mulch over the roots at the planting, but not against the trunk of the tree. So that sounds a little complex, but it's not. It's you don't want the the mulch there to be encourage the rot around the trunk of the tree. So you just make a kind of a donut.
A little donut, a little bagel, if you will. And you only want that for a short period of time, 8 to 12 months, and then you get rid of it. By that time, the tree has established enough roots to keep it going, unless it's a very large tree. Then we're going to have to maintain it a little bit longer.
You know, on the protection from the deer, traditionally we've made these like 5-foot round fences reinforced with fence posts. I like those. It's much easier for me to do those pig. What do we call them? Squares.
The hog panels.
Oh yeah,
hog panels. Yeah, because you can just use those rubber cables and tie them up, and they take a little more space, a little more expensive, but they certainly are easier to use, and you can use them again and again.
Then I was going to say, the people, then they get a debate, well, 3 is better than 4, or 4 is better than 3. So there's always a discussion going on. I'll tell you what, 3 is pretty simple.
I like 4 best.
See?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, but the main thing is to get that 5 foot of protection on the trunk.
I like 4. I like the 4 because it's easier to figure. I got a mower. It's easier to mow.
He's shorter than I am.
Than to get those angles with the 3. But keep that in mind now that string mower. It's just amazing how many newly planted trees are. If at best their growth rate is reduced because of that injury to the cambium layer, and at worst they get to be deader than a doornail. If you injure the cambium layer all the way around.
And I was looking at a tree over at Walker Ranch early this morning, and it was completely hollow. It was a live oak, but for 2 inches all the way around.
Huh.
And that's normal.
Oh, okay.
That is normal. It's just visible to the naked eye. But on a tree, frankly, the interior part of the tree is 90% dead. And the only living part is the 1 to 2 inches around it, inside the tree.
That's where water,
that's
moisture,
where everything,
and
the nutrients,
and now it's going up.
Communications.
And then the food is coming down.
You can hear it.
I did that. But as you can guess, those were kid shows that I've done.
Oh, okay.
And so we all had them chiming in.
That's not the same, though, as your palm trees.
Palm trees have their vascular bundles scattered throughout the trunk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the palm
more like a grass.
The palm trees are gone. They've gone to palm tree heaven.
Or heck.
Maybe so, if they were bad. Did you have a question, ma'am? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, we're the ones that are talking. Yeah.
Second.
Well, you're okay.
No problem.
It's very interesting, isn't it?
We're kind of running out. Hopefully you have a better question here.
I liked her husband's reaction better than hers. He shook his head yes. She just looked at me.
She wants to know your qualifications.
Well, he's a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dr. Finch. This is Mark Peterson. Yeah. You don't want answers from me. I'm the radio guy. But although I can grow a mean zucchini. Yeah.
We've got a beautiful.
Well, can we ask it on the air? You want to come on the air with us?
Let me lure you.
It's easy. Okay. Well,
tell us what you're going to say.
Oh, okay. Well, compliments we like on the air too. What's that?
Guess what her name is? Miss Francis.
Oh, okay.
She's the varietal Francis. Miss Francis, whatever. It's a real red, deep red flower.
Oh, the crepe myrtle?
Yeah.
It's blooming now?
It's not blooming now. I planted it last. You guys planted it last September.
Oh, the Milbergers did good. Good
Yes.
deal. All righty, cool. I'm glad. Well, how about one of you come on the air?
Yeah, one of you put that microphone.
He won't do it. He just keeps. Come on, grab the microphone. Show her you'll do it. There you go. So you got.
Is it ready to go?
There you go. You're on.
You are on.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
So
you have a good voice too.
Thank you so much. We are here at Milberger's looking for some flowers. My wife is roaming around right now, but I was just complimenting everybody about the crepe myrtle that we bought last year in September. And actually we bought it earlier in the summer, and you guys held it and watered it, took care of it.
Oh, wow.
And then we had it, Milberger's plant it, come out and plant it in September. It's at least 15 feet tall, so we wanted a big one.
Now,
Man.
was this one of the
you
ones
got it 15 feet tall
last
to
year,
begin with? From the start?
Yes, it's
one
of the big ones. Bring the truck.
Yeah.
Now, this was last year. We had a new selection with a darker red leaf. Was this one of the ones that?
Oh
had
my
it?
God! And then as soon as you saw it, you were like, "That is the most beautiful crepe myrtle I think I've ever seen."
And then the dark flowers, right?
Dark
Yeah.
red. It's a real beautiful dark red flower. So, anyway,
I'm going this because I'm stalling because I can't remember its name.
I think it's called Miss Francis. At least
you
I
think
named
so?
mine Miss
Miss
Francis.
Francis.
Could
Yes.
be. Could very well be.
So
We'll get
anyway,
Trace to tell us.
Yeah.
good selection of trees.
I see the pink ones blooming around town. I guess, do crepe myrtles bloom different colors at different times?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it leafed out nicely, all dark green leaf, but no flower yet.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
How
think
about-
so.
how about
I
fertilizing?
think it is a little later, if I remember correctly.
So I had a gentleman recommend like a liquid fertilizer maybe every couple of months. I haven't done anything yet. Should I fertilize it all yet? Just make sure it stays water.
I would have done it a little bit earlier this year, a little bit,
Yeah.
and then a little bit in the fall.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
Well,
Jerry, you're going to give them some tickets?
Yes, I am. Have you ever been to Festival of Flowers?
No.
Oh, my friend. May 31st at the Alzafar, if you like plants. And
Oh my gosh!
yeah, there you go. There are a pair of tickets.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, save the date, and she'll find lots of flowers there. Just like
yeah, that may be too many.
Yeah, what is that she has? What do you have?
She wants daylilies.
Oh,
So,
okay, that's
and
pretty.
That is my choice. That is that. Yeah, the kind of dark gold. What is that? A little peachy. Yeah, orange.
So do we need to plant in threes?
That is. I have found the stronger.
She always wants to plant everything in threes.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I
don't.
What about
But it's either one or three.
Okay.
It's not where the deer can reach it, is it?
No, it's
I
inside the
think
fence.
it's three.
Well, they'll eat it.
Oh, they love it.
They
Yeah.
love the
They
flower.
love daylilies.
Oh, really?
The deer. I know they're on the outside of the fence. So our little subdivision is fenced off.
I
so.
tell you what, I could, if you really want some deer, I
Hey,
could
he
get
could bring
you
some over.
We got plenty. At,
Is that right?
Dream Hill Estates, yeah. They're-
I like to see them around. That's why we moved to the hill country. So we really,
Oh, very cool.
really nice. So thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks
All
for
right,
coming
well,
on the
thank
air
you.
with us, man. I'm
Have
glad
fun.
we.
Thank you very, very
Are we
much.
going to see a Festival of Flowers? All right, yeah. At the Alzafar, May 31st, not next Saturday.
on
You'll
Loop
love it.
1604 between Stone Oak and Blanco.
Yeah. Have a great day, guys. You too. Take care. All right, 210-308-8867, or just come on by. That was cool. Nice question on that one. You had a question earlier in the show with the guy
So
didn't
the
want to come on the
gentleman was looking for a pecan, and he wanted
Oh.
to know what variety. And so he pulled up something from Facebook, which I'm not familiar with.
Which ones did you?
So
pick?
I said Pawnee or desirable.
I had exactly the same ones as
And,
I did.
it's just like, so we're all in unison on this one now.
Okay.
But he pulled up something, and they had like one or two, Roman number 1, Roman number 2, and he was going, is it because one is male and one is female? And I went, no. They're monoecious. They have the male and the female on the same tree. But on occasion, you want maybe two different varieties to
Pollinators?
cross-pollinate. And I'm not familiar with that website, so I can't tell you. But you will get pecans if you only have one tree.
All right. Poor Trace. We need to take another break. We're late for this one. On 9:30 a.m. We're back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Dave is on the line. He has got a milkweed question. Dave, welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. How you doing today?
Doing great. How you guys
Dave, you
doing
there?
today? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Now we can hear you. What's going on, Dave?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Calvin. I've got four milkweed up. Again, I wasn't able to make any of his. I can't make any of his seminars. I've got 4 common milkweed up, probably 2 inches tall. I've got them in a half a milk jug, cut long ways, with probably 3 inches of compost in it. Now, how should I proceed, Calvin?
And this is when did they germinate? This year?
Yes, yeah. And all I did was, I didn't know how to do it, but I, threw a pack of seed in the refrigerator for 30 days, took them out and spread them across, the compost. And I think I've got 4 out of 16 seed that germinated.
Okay, and you got 16 different ones that are in containers?
No, I've got 4 different ones out of 16. 4 made.
Well, the conservative thing to do would be to let them go 2 years, and then just keep them watered. And if they're outside in this kind of weather, they'll have to be watered every day. The other option would be to plant some of them in larger containers. But I would give them a couple of months at least before I transplanted them into larger containers, because they let them have time. They won't do much growth, but they'll put a
they're really slow.
Root.
Yeah.
But and that's what you're trying to do is get that root established this first year, and then that second year, protect them over the winter, and then that second year, then you got some flexibility in terms of transplanting them, and they should survive. But they're slow, they're stubborn.
Yes. I grow a lot of stuff from seed, and that's why I called. Also, going forward, Calvin, I'm going to get some more seed. What is my best approach other than throwing the package of seed in the refrigerator for a month? I've read put them in some soil in the refrigerator, or is that necessary, or just try to grow them from seed? Just without the scarification.
Yeah, I would use some of that. What's that clay material?
With the bentonite?
Kaolin clay.
Kaolin.
What?
Kaolin.
That's not. Well, use one of those clay materials with a little moisture in there, and the seed in the refrigerator. I wouldn't put it in a potent soil. You want something that's kind of sterile.
But this is what Calvin his research is looking at, is what is the best way to germinate these plants, and is it the same for every species? So this is stay tuned for the
You use that. Find one of those. Trace, can you remember what that clay-like material is that we put seeds into with moisture?
I thought it was Catalan clay or something like that.
Okay, well, check that out. Now, if you, I know you could just go to the internet for Native American seed, and they'll tell you on there what that clay material is too. But you put it in there, and then do you exactly what you did, 30 days, or I generally do 45 days. And then you plant them, and you just put them in a container, and let them have the time to grow, and be patient with them.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And for what it's worth, Calvin, I'm sitting there looking at my wife's favorite plant, a white caterilla that I got from you at the free plant giveaway.
Oh, wow.
At the quarry at Whole Foods, you and Steve Brown. So that's been a minute.
I was going to say that was even before I joined SAW, so that had to be like 17 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, but that thing has survived, and it's been that long. So, okay, well, thanks, guys.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
All righty.
Thanks, Dave.
210-308-8867. But listen, we are almost out of time. Trace is up here. We've got about a minute left. I'll give Trace.
I made it this time.
You did make it this time. I'm giving you the last word, my man.
So just want to remind everybody what's coming up. So we got Memorial Day coming up.
Yes.
And there will be a very large ad.
Ooh.
And there's going to be the tax-free weekend for plants coming in. So it's on all plants and all water-conserving items. So can you get it on a metal trellis? No. Can you get it on a bag of fertilizer or insecticide? No. But you can get it on mulch and all the plants. So there's a considerable savings that day. Plus, we have a very large ad, which there will be a lot of savings on as well.
Good. All right, and that'll come out Wednesday, both on millburgernursery.com and in the paper. We got to say goodbye for today. So, bye.